Hi, welcome to Yvonne Emery Coaching. I'm Yvonne Emery. I've been coaching for 8 or 9 years now in the property world. I've actually helped hundreds of people to find the right way to invest in property for them, not just for the rest of the world. Now, the interesting thing is that you can learn so much in property these days. There are so many courses you can go on, so much you can learn. But sometimes some of those things you learn you just can't implement, either because it doesn't suit you or it doesn't suit where you live. So what I try to do with my clients is to help them understand exactly how they can do it best for them. Now, I always coach first and mentor second. Did you even know there was a difference? You see, coaching is about asking questions to bring out all those different parts of you and what you want to achieve from property so we can get the right result at the end. And then mentoring is something you implement once you've chosen your strategy and once you've worked out your way to gain what you want from property. There are 3 things that I always include. It's like a model that I use to help you understand what is going to work for you and what isn't going to work for you. And this is how I've generated money from property in all sorts of different economic climates over the years, by attaching these 3 elements to myself, working out where I am at that specific time, because life changes, doesn't it? So the first thing that I look at is the F, the financial situation. Sometimes I was working in a big company, being paid lots of money, company car, and I could get mortgages. Other times I've worked for myself. I can't get a mortgage this month, but I can actually get lots of income differently. I can generate income from different ways. So my financial situation, I might be rolling in money but not able to get a mortgage. I might have both money and mortgage and be able to do anything I feel like in property, but I might have nothing. I might be starting with a CCJ, an IVA, I might have financial difficulties, bad credit rating and so on. Doesn't matter as long as you admit where you are and work from that standpoint. So that's the financial situation. Then we move on to time. Because even if you've got all the money in the world and the ability to get mortgages, if you're working your socks off to get those, well, you haven't got time to be out on the streets, delivering leaflets, getting responses from the leaflets, negotiating with motivated sellers and so on. You might even need to have your property bought for you, managed for you and done so you're hands off. What I like to find is how much time can be invested in the property process, because that way you're being realistic about what you can put in and how much you have to leverage other people's time. So that's T, the time factor. But the one that gets missed out most often, and is actually the most important, is the P for personality. You see, I'm not the same as many other people. Other people are different to me. That's great, and that's how the world works, isn't it? Take my husband, for instance. We're chalk and cheese. They say opposites attract. Well, the personality you have is very important, because you might love to go out and talk to people. You might enjoy that whole negotiation part, but try and do the paperwork. Oh my goodness, admin, no thank you. Or you might find that, listen, admin's great, doing the maths is fantastic, but going out and talking to people just doesn't feel like your kind of a thing. So if you're starting with a strategy that doesn't fit your kind of a thing, it isn't going to get very far, is it? So what we've got to establish is, what is your financial situation, what's the time you've got available, and most importantly, your personality. And I do that through a variety of things. One, the most important, is Wealth Dynamics, Talent Dynamics, which is a profiling system which helps you understand not only you, but the other people around you and how you should be investing to make the most money for you. And also a combination of my knowledge of profiles over the years, different investors, what they've achieved, what they haven't achieved, to create the right strategy for you. So when you've got the F, T, P, the financial situation, the time and the personality known, then you can go and dive into the sweet box, which is all the different strategies. One other thing to consider is that strategy is to do with what that property is going to do for you at the end of the day. The difference I make between strategy and a buying method is, a strategy is a type of property or a type of person that you're looking to work with. The buying method might be traditional purchase, might be a rent-to-rent, purchase lease option, just an option. All of those things are buying methods and only apply to certain type of properties. All of this combined is a bit like being in a sweet shop. You know, I will go for, you know, maybe those tiny little mint imperials. You might go for the great big gobstoppers, or we might, you know, you might choose the piece of rock. Everybody's different. And if you can get all of those things right first, well, you won't spend loads of money on courses that you don't need to spend money on. You won't spend money on learning all these different things whilst you decide what you're going to do. Because every guru is right when they say, I can do it this way, I made money this way, and this works for me in the right economic climate, in the right town, city, county, and with their personality. They're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And you can follow that if you've got 2 out of 3, that ain't bad. But what you really need is, what is it? Do you want to work where you are, or use a strategy and find the right place to work? You need to decide these things before you go down that launch pad of, I'm going to spend money learning this, because you need to get it right. We haven't got time, energy or money to be getting it wrong first, second, third time. So let's get it right first time. And I can help you to pull those different parts together through coaching you first and understanding you, your personality, the time you have available, and your financial situation, which gives the model on which we base your strategy, and that's how we work forward. So what I'd encourage you to do is to engage with this site. You can go down any path that suits you right now. You can choose where you're at along your property journey. So just choose where you are, follow that stream, and you'll be taken on a journey that will help you to decide for yourself, with encouragement and some input from us, what your bespoke strategy would be. And I'm going to love helping you to get it right first time, so you're chasing a strategy and buying methods that work for you rather than going down the wrong path. So enjoy the website, milk it for what it's worth, and there's lots of things on here you can learn from because of where you are right now.